We are here with Shannon Oakes, the prevention coordinator for Walk a Mile in Our Shoes. Speaking of reaching out, how do you use social media to reach out?
I think one of the things that we're seeing, and this is an advantage of technology and social media, we're seeing much more open sharing about people's mental illness and depression.
Are you happy when you're on Facebook?
I guess I never thought of it as an emotion. I guess so. I don't think about how I feel when I go on Facebook. I mean, it can make you angry. You know, you get in a conversation with someone or a political conflict with someone, then yeah, you can, depends on who you talk to, I guess.
Social media has given all kinds of permission for people to just be atrocious. And not just to say bullying comments, but to say really violent, misogynistic, racist, sexist. I think it has opened this Pandora's box of allowing people's deepest, darkest, ugliest pieces to be put out there in an anonymous fashion.
And one of the interesting things that we see happen with social media is people feel a certain level of comfort and anonymity when they're behind their screen or they're at home, whether it be texting, Facebook, Twitter.
Because cyberbullying is a big thing now with kids. You know, that they go from doing it in person to doing it, you know, on Facebook. So they'll just like, you know, just like say, hey fatty, what's going on or something. Because I was bullied on Facebook and in person, and I just, you know, just block them, which it helps if you just do that.
It's really easy to bully people on social media, so you just gotta make sure you stand up for someone when it happens. You just gotta watch what you say, because anything you say can hurt someone.
And most of the time the comments are misspelled and have bad grammar, and you can probably guess that they aren't very literate either.
I chose not to have a social media website for several reasons. One, because I really don't want to get addicted to it, because I am very easily addicted to things.
I don't think I'm addicted. I don't use it that much. I usually only just like flip through it when I'm bored, just see what's going on.
I think surrounding yourself by the negativity that can be on it can definitely put you into a more depressed mood, but I don't know if it can definitely cause depression.
I think there's good solid studies that show that people who watch a lot of news are more pessimistic, more frightened, and more unhappy. So that line of thinking follows for me.
I just read a study recently where they're looking at maybe some sort of app development where if you have a therapist or a counselor that you're seeing in real life for your depression or anxiety, is there a way that they can, via an app, monitor your social media use? With your permission, of course, but monitor your social media use, that if little red flags start coming up, things that you're saying or posting, that it feeds back to your therapist to follow up on you.
So what advice would you personally give to someone who is suffering from depression?
I think if you're listening, you know, and you feel like you are struggling with depression, that you're feeling down, that you're feeling like you're stuck and you can't get out, that you need to know, number one, you're not alone. Lots and lots of people have dealt with depression and gotten through it, and not just gotten through it, but have been able to go on and thrive.
I do life coaching with corporations, and I see lots of folks that are just craving moments where they're not busy, where we can just pause and take time for the things that really matter.
I was beginning to see some of the effects of meditation. I had really high anxiety, and so the meditation was helping calm some of that.
And anxiety, people feel very physically in their body. Anxiety is really experienced, you know, elevated heart rate, sweating, elevated blood pressure. Meditation is a prime example of something that can bring down blood pressure. It can lower anxiety, lower heart rate.
You know, it's interesting because there's sort of the paradox that you focus on yourself, your breathing, what's going on inside of you, and maybe even, you know, your path and your journey. But what it does when we're in that
process is that it actually takes us out of ourselves.
So if people are interested in meditation, Heart to Heart Yoga in Elmira has been doing a community meditation. Everybody has different kind of skills and tools for what they are going to use for their own stress relief. Maybe if you try it out, it might be something that you'd find beneficial.
Meditation is the best medication.
There's a motto.